Hello, hi everyone. This is Shrija. Welcome to Skinoreal, where I talk all things skincare. So if you like skincare related content, then make sure that you're subscribed. Likewise, you can also follow me on Instagram, where I post more regularly. So today I'm specifically going to focus on this one derivative of vitamin A, and that is retinol. Before I even start talking about the benefits of vitamin A, let me clear out one point to you all, and that is that retinol is the weakest derivative of vitamin A. So retinoic acid is actually the ingredient that works in our skin, and it takes 2 steps for our skin to convert the retinol into retinoic acid. So there is some loss of potency at each conversion stage, and this conversion actually makes retinol the weakest form of vitamin A. However, though it is weakest, it is extremely beneficial and suitable for beginners or someone who has really sensitive skin and cannot tolerate other strong versions of vitamin A. Now you might be wondering that what is the big deal about vitamin A? Why do we even need a vitamin A into a skincare routine? So I'll tell you what, vitamin A is the queen bee of skincare ingredients. It is this phenomenal skincare ingredient that can reverse your signs of aging, help prevent formation of new acne bumps, can also help with pigmentation, and can also work on giving you this healthy glowing skin. Vitamin A works on different levels. Number 1, it increases the cellular turnover of your skin, and it normalizes that shedding process of your skin cells. So in the long run, it actually is beneficial for giving you a smoother and a more even texture skin. With age, the natural cellular turnover of our skin decreases. So adding a vitamin A into your routine can help normalize that process. If you're someone who's prone to acne, then adding a vitamin A derivative can be so beneficial for you, as number 1, it can help normalize the dead skin cells as discussed before, and number 2, it can also normalize the oil production in your skin. You need to understand that excess oil production and dirt and bacteria getting trapped in and forming a comedone is actually the first stage of acne. So by normalizing the process of shedding dead skin cells and by controlling excess oil production, you will actually treat the acne at its first stage rather than treating the symptom, which is the inflamed bump that you see. So vitamin A in general is a very good ingredient if you're trying to treat acne. Vitamin A also works on hyperpigmentation by inhibiting tyrosinase, which is an important enzyme that plays a key role in formation of melanin. Another thing that vitamin A is capable of doing is that it stimulates fibroblasts, which then again produces collagen in your skin and plays an important role in giving you that firm and elastic skin. So these are all the benefits of vitamin A, but there is also this huge myth that surrounds vitamin A, and this myth really irritates me. So I get a lot of DMs on a regular basis wherein my followers and my subscribers are asking me that, oh, I am just 19, so can I use vitamin A? I am just 32, can I use vitamin A? What is the correct age of using vitamin A? So I'll tell you what. Vitamin A initially was discovered as an ingredient for treating acne, and guess what section of the population is more prone to acne? Teenagers and young adults. It was only later on that doctors started discovering anti-aging benefits of using vitamin A. So I will tell you what, vitamin A, yes, is an irritating ingredient and it has its drawbacks, but it is completely safe to use even if you're a teenager or a young adult. Yes, definitely this ingredient is not for you if you're trying to get pregnant or you're pregnant or breastfeeding. At that point, of course, you need to consult your dermat and see what ingredients you can and cannot use. But apart from that, there is no such correct age or right age for starting vitamin A. If you are prone to acne and you want to start vitamin A in your 14, go ahead, get a prescription from your dermat or even try the OTC one and start your vitamin A journey. If you have had clear skin and you just want to treat your fine lines and aging, then there is really no need to get on vitamin A until your late 20s or 30s. Just listen to your skin needs when it comes to using vitamin A or in fact any other skincare ingredient in your routine. Now let's talk about retinol. So retinol, as I have described before, is really one of the weakest form of vitamin A, and It is suitable for beginners and if you are someone who has really sensitive skin. Having said that, you cannot be very laid back even about using retinol. Like, you need to have a basic skincare routine set in place before starting a retinol. It is extremely important that you follow a basic cleansing, moisturizing and sun protection routine at least for a month before you want to add vitamin A into your skincare routine, because if you don't have a healthy skin barrier, adding a retinol can backfire and can really irritate your skin. So when I started my retinol journey, I was really young. I was a teenager and I wanted to treat my acne. So for a month at least, I followed this very basic minimal routine wherein I was just cleansing my face at night using a cleanser. In the morning, I only used water, and if I was going to school, of course, I used a cleanser. So basically cleansing your face once or twice with a gentle cleanser, then using a good moisturizer. A ceramide based moisturizer really helps if you are just starting retinol, because it can combat all that dryness that you might experience with using that particular ingredient. And then sun protection is non-negotiable, you guys, because vitamin A serum at night and then not wearing sunscreen, because it is not going to help you. Sun protection is regardless very important and should be the most important step of your skincare routine. But when you're using retinol and you want to see any benefits of the same, please be very religious with sun protection. Apply and reapply sunscreen, and also indulge in additional sun protection behavior like wearing sun hats, sunglasses, etc. Apart from having a basic skincare routine and also a healthy skin barrier, it is extremely important that you start slow. Yes, really just don't start applying vitamin A 2 times a day, start with a higher concentration. No, don't do that. I know it's really tempting, we are conditioned towards this approach that more is better, but no, really don't do that. If you have extremely sensitive skin, that start with using a retinol serum twice and then see how your skin reacts and then build up to it. If you are someone who has a pretty solid skin barrier and you don't react, then you can definitely start using retinol serum every day. I don't see any harm in it, but of course do a patch test before. I was able to tolerate a retinol serum every day without any issue. But then of course these are all individual skin differences and you need to keep that in mind while introducing a retinol serum into your routine. Start with twice a week, then increase it to thrice, and then increase your frequency to using it almost every day. Another thing about retinol is that it is very important how to layer it properly. So there are two ways to do so. Number one is that if you have a healthy skin barrier, you can actually clean your face and if you're using a retinol based cream, just use that and wait for 10 minutes and then apply a regular moisturizer on top of that. Now, if you have sensitive skin and you react very easily, or you have suffered from a compromised skin barrier in the past, then clean your face, apply your moisturizer, wait for at least 10 minutes to about half an hour for your skin to become completely dry, and then use your retinol serum. The moisturizer really acts as a buffer and it minimizes irritation and dryness and flakiness that is associated with retinol. So you can follow one of the either ways. I think my skin tolerates retinol pretty well, so I'm okay to use that particular product after cleansing. I have never experienced any problem, but some people do. So a more safer way would be to clean your face, apply your moisturizer, and then apply your retinol serum or your cream. Just see what works for your skin. Of course, with prescription retinoid, I use my moisturizer first and then wait for at least 10 to 20 minutes to sometimes about even an hour and then use my retinoid. But with retinols or the weaker derivatives of vitamin A, I am fine using it after cleansing. So you see what works for your skin. Now, another important issue that I think is very important to address is purging. Retinol initially increases the cellular turnover of your skin. So if you have any clogged pores, they might become big and inflamed and will come out as big pimples. The purge period can last up to 2 weeks to even 3 months. It really depends upon the individual skin type. But you need to understand that it is important for your skin in the long run. Retinol is not going to give you any new pimples. It is the pimple that would have taken at least 8 weeks to come out. The pimples that you have that would have originally taken 8 weeks to come out will start to come out in 4 weeks. That's what basically purging is. that the pimples that you have will start to come out faster, and during the initial phase you might experience breakouts, dryness and irritation, but you have to go through it like that. There's no other way around. You cannot skip this process. You have to go through purging that is associated with retinol if you want a healthy skin in the long run. So that is all. Like, retinol is a pretty safe ingredient, and I really don't understand this hype wherein people are scared to use retinol. Yes, of course, if you have extremely sensitive skin, you can react to pretty badly to it. But then otherwise, I don't see any harm in using a retinol serum. I think if you're prone to acne, it can be a game changer for you. So moving on to few retinol products that I would like to recommend to you guys that is easily available in India, plus one more option that is my personal favorite that is not available in India, but it is available on international websites, and if you want to invest in a really good serum, you can check that out. So starting with my number one recommendation that is easily available in India, and that is Eclat Retinol Serum. It has fragrance, so I'm warning you, if you're someone and you cannot tolerate fragrance, then this product is not for you. But if you can tolerate fragrance, then this is a really good product to start with. The second one that I want to recommend is Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Cream. It is available on Nykaa. It has two variants. One that comes with SPF 30 that can be used during the day. One without the SPF that can be used during the night. Just pick one. I don't like to use retinol during the day. If I were you, I would pick the one that is, I would pick the night version. The third product is by Dr. Reddy. It is easily available in pharmacy. It is their retinol cream. So it has these tiny capsules. You cut one capsule and use it on your entire face. It is also easily available and is a good product for beginners. You can actually mix this in your moisturizer and buffer this, or use it as a stand-alone cream. It's your choice. To be honest, it's not that moisturizing enough. So when I was using it, I personally layered it with another moisturizer. But if you have really oily skin, you can skip that layering part. Now the fourth retinol recommendation is from Paula's Choice. Their 1% retinol serum. It is hands down one of the best retinol serums that I have ever tried. And if you want to give it a try, it is available on Cult Beauty, which is an international website. And yes, you do have to pay customs. You can also order it from some IG sellers. All the links are in the description below, so you feel free to check them out. So that is all I have for you guys. If you have tried some retinol serum which has worked really well for you, please leave them in the comments below, because I love trying new skincare products. And if you enjoy watching my content, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.